Welcome to Grants Pass Nuggets American Legion Youth Baseball. Nuggets Baseball is live on gpnuggets.com and is produced by J-Re Sports and PlayActionSportsMedia.com. Welcome to Grants Pass Nuggets American Legion Youth Baseball and the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week. Grants Pass Nuggets Baseball online at gpnuggets.com is presented in part by Hellgate Jet Boat Excursions, People's Bank, Southern Oregon Sanitation, Riverside Ready Mix, Affordable Truck and RV, Grants Pass Tire Pros, CPI Copeland Paving, Jim Siegel Auto, Applegate Well Drilling, Evergreen Federal Bank, Mock Ford, Timber Country Coca-Cola, Les Schwab Tires, and by DNS Harley Davidson. Join us here on gpnuggets.com for all Area 4 League baseball games with the Nuggets. This is Grants Pass Nuggets American Legion Baseball. Now let's take you to the ballpark.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm John Sheldridge, and welcome to Grants Pass Nuggets American Legion Youth Baseball and GP Nuggets TV online at gpnuggets.com, powered by Les Schwab Tires and produced by J-Re Sports and Play Action Sports Media. Welcome to Grants Pass Nuggets Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires and presented in part by Hellgate Jet Boat Excursions, People's Bank, Southern Oregon Sanitation, Riverside Ready Mix, Affordable Truck and RV, Grants Pass Tire Pros, CPI Copeland Paving, Jim Siegel Auto, Applegate Well Drilling, Evergreen Federal Bank, Mock Ford, Timber Country Coca-Cola, Les Schwab Tires, and by DNS Harley Davidson. Tonight, Grants Pass resumes league play with the Roseburg Dock Stewarts. 2 3-1 teams in Area 4 have a chance to prove themselves tonight and tomorrow night, as it's the first of 4 games in 24 hours for these two teams. For the Nuggets, they come off a 7th place finish at the Eugene Grant Smith Wood Bat Tournament. They were able to inch out a victory over the Roseburg's A team, the Dr. Randalls. Before that, it was a sweep for them in Klamath Falls, decimating the Falcons. Meanwhile, the Docs come off a 12-2 win against Humboldt, the California Legion team. Both teams have something to prove here early on in the season. When we continue on the Evergreen Federal Bank pregame show, we'll visit with first-year Nugget head coach Jeff Weiss, have a look at the Timber Country Coca-Cola standings, our Riverside Ready Mix starting lineups, and of course, first pitch coming your way on GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Welcome back to the Evergreen Federal Bank pregame show. It's the DNS Harley Davidson Coaches Corner with Coach Jeff Weiss. How you doing?
Another day in paradise.
Awesome. All right, so Starting off here, it's your 7th day of baseball in 8 days, or 6 out of 7, something like that. How do the younger players, do you think, transition from high school to Legion ball? Can you kind of describe the process on what it's like from the grind in Legion as opposed to high school?
They're getting to see, I think in a matter of 6 days, we've been in Klamath Falls, we've been in Eugene, back to Grants Pass, back to Roseburg now. So they're getting to see a lot of Oregon and a lot of baseball.
And then transitioning into league play now after the tournament in Eugene, how do you as a coach differently in league play as opposed to non-league play? Obviously these games kind of count more.
We made it pretty clear to these guys that, in Eugene we wanted to win, but it was a small little vacation for us to come together as a team, get some bonding in, go out to some dinners together, and prepare for Roseburg on today and tomorrow.
And then you guys have been together for about a month now. It's about a month into the season. Where do you think your team has the greatest room to improve so far this year?
We still got to play defense better than what we are, especially with my background of, I take pride in defense. So we got to take care of the baseball better. Even over the weekend, we out-hit almost every team, but nobody came up with a clutch hit when we needed it. And we told these guys early in the year that we'd have runners on base. It's just a matter of somebody coming up and getting a hit.
And then finally playing Roseburg today and tomorrow, 4 games in 2 days. What do you see from them? Obviously 2 3-1 teams in league going at it.
They got a couple guys on the mound that should be able to run it up there on us. But obviously with them 3-1, us 3-1, both of us right now are sitting in second in the league. So these 4 games can be a huge swing in what happens by the end of the year.
All right, thank you very much. Good luck. Welcome back to the Evergreen Federal Bank pregame show here on GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Minutes away from first pitch here from Legion Field in Roseburg, Oregon. Before we get the chance here before first pitch between the Nuggets and the Roseburg Doc Stewarts, we're going to take a look at our Timber Country Coca-Cola standings here in Area 4. Starting it off with the first place team, Willamette Valley, who comes into today also playing league in 8-4 overall, 2-0 in Area 4 league play. The Roseburg Doc Stewarts are 3-1 in league play, 9-4 overall this season. Grants Pass Nuggets, your Nuggets, are in third place in league play so far this season, 3-1 after sweeping Klamath Falls and splitting in Medford, and 5-6 overall this season, coming off of a 7th place finish at the Eugene Grant Smith Woodbat Tournament. In 4th place are the Medford Mustangs. The 5-time reigning state champions are 2-2 in league play and 7-9 overall this season. The Eugene Overhead Door Challengers are 0-2 in league play and 7-7 overall this season. And the Klamath Falls Falcons, whom both of these teams have already swept in 2 games this season, 0-4 and 1-6 overall this season. We mentioned that the Grants Pass Nuggets, coming off of a 7th place finish at the Grant Smith Tournament in Eugene, they beat the Roseburg Dr. Randalls 4-1, who are the Dr. Stewarts A team, just as the Miners and Diggers are the Nuggets A teams. Robinson Construction beating the Siskiyous team 17-8 for the 5th place finish. Renegades topping Willamette Valley for 3rd place. And Vancouver Washington, the Cardinals, beating Eugene 7-0 for the championship at the Grant Smith Eugene Wood Bat Tournament. Otherwise, Medford, they beat Humboldt 6-4. The Roseburg Doc Stewarts also beat Humboldt 12-2 in 8 innings on Saturday, and that was their last outing. Other games going on today: Eugene is at Klamath Falls, and Willamette Valley is at Medford. Of course, you got Grants Pass in Roseburg today. Other than that, tomorrow Eugene is at Medford, Willamette Valley is at Klamath Falls, and Roseburg travels to Grants Pass. We're going to take one more break here in the Evergreen Federal Bank pregame show. Stay with us on GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
All of your concrete supplies are available at Riverside Ready Mix Incorporated. Get everything from bolts to rebar. Ensure you have the quality supplies you need to get the job done. Get ready mixed concrete delivered right to your home or business. We have over 50 years of experience supplying quality concrete. Are you in need of a new septic or water tank? Call us for an appointment to take advantage of our exceptional precast septic and water tank sales. Call now. All of your concrete supply.
Welcome back to GPNuggetsTV.com. It's the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. The Roseburg Doc Stewarts getting ready to take the field here for first pitch tonight from Legion Field in Roseburg, Oregon. And before we get to first pitch, I'd like to thank a couple of people real quick. Of course, the Umpqua Lions Club here in Roseburg, Oregon, making us feel right at home while we're on the road, hooking us up with me lemonade, and can't express how grateful I am for the Umpqua Lions Club here in Roseburg, Oregon. Also, before first pitch, I'd like to take a look at our Riverside Ready Mix starting lineups, starting with your Grants Pass Nuggets. Leading off and in center field is Tyler Rund. Nick Bassendorf hitting second and at shortstop. Colby Dinkle hitting third and right field. Your Southern Oregon Sanitation cleanup hitter is Andy Lacey at third base. Hitting fifth is Ike Gilliland in the catcher spot. Braden Bellum is hitting seventh and at first base. Batting seventh and at second base is Sean Tobin. Hitting eighth and designated hitting for pitcher Cade King is Jacob Memmott. And Peyton Anhorn batting ninth in left field. Jay Stoffel going to be doing the pitching against them for the Roseburg Doc Stewarts. Get a good look at him as he finishes his warm-up pitches. In the meantime, we'll take a look at the starting lineups for the Roseburg Doc Stewarts. Leading off, Caden Johnson at shortstop. Spencer Six is behind the plate and batting second. Doran Gillespie in right field, hitting third. Noah Stone, the first baseman, batting cleanup. Jet Black is in center field, hitting fifth. In the sixth spot is Casey Pettibone, designated hitting. Cody Johnson is hitting seventh and at third base. Luke Van Norman in left, and rounding out the order is Jacob Luther at second base. On the mound for the Nuggets is Cade King. We'll talk about him just a little bit later. And as we near closer to first pitch, we bring up our Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard as we enter the top of the first inning in Game 1 of a doubleheader from Roseburg tonight. Take a look at our affordable truck and RV road trip and weather report. 81 degrees as we inch towards first pitch here from Roseburg. Not too much of a wind blowing out to the north-northwest, about 5 miles an hour. And just to give you an idea, our broadcast station facing pretty much exactly east. So no real wind help today for the ball as the first pitch is taken for strike one as Tyler Rund steps into the batter's box. Tyler Rund smacks one on the ground, picked up by Johnson, thrown onto Stone for the first out in the inning. So Tyler Rund goes down on 2 pitches, and that's going to bring up Nick Bastendorf, the shortstop for the Nuggets. Bastendorf, Dinkle, and Lacey to try to get the rally started now for the Nuggets. First pitch to Bastendorf is taken. That'll be called ball one. Two balls, no strikes to Bastendorf, right-handed hitter, again hitting second. He swings and misses at that one for strike one. Jay Stoffel finding a pitch. He pitches out of the windup. It almost functions as a stretch as Bastendorf runs into that one, sends it into left field, and that's going to get down the line for a base hit. Bastendorf is going to stay home at first, though. Maybe not. A wild throw in moves him up to second. Bastendorf heads up base running as he takes advantage of a miscue throwing the ball in. So it'll be a one-out single and an error. And that's going to bring up Colby Dinkle. First pitch to Dinkle is taken as strike one. Jay Stoffel, the pitcher for the Doc Stewarts, a graduate from the Roseburg Indians High School, as he fires that curveball in. Bastendorf takes off for third as that one gets past him, and he's going to stay put there. So Bastendorf advancing on the pass ball. Roseburg High this season finishing 12-3 in Southwest Conference play, sharing a conference with Grants Pass High School, North and South Medford, Sheldon, and South Eugene. As Stoffel kicks and fires, that ball chopped, going to end up foul down the third base line. Roseburg this year was eliminated in the quarterfinals from Clackamas 6-2. And now Stoffel finds himself on the Doc Stewarts. Second year in a row for him on the mound. And he finds himself down in the, ahead in the count to Dinkle, but he gets one through the infield. And that'll be an RBI for Colby Dinkle as Bassendorf comes home, touches the plate to give the Nuggets a 1-0 lead. RBI single for Dinkle with 1 out in the inning. That's going to bring up Andy Lacey, the Southern Oregon Sanitation cleanup hitter tonight, at least here in Game 1 for the Grants Pass Nuggets. First pitch to the left-handed hitting Lacey is taken for strike 1. Lacey takes that pitch outside, a ball and a strike to him. Get a look at one of the few, if not the only left-handed bat remaining in the Nuggets lineup. Is Andy Lacey. Lacey's played just about every position for the Nuggets this season. Taking off was Colby Dinkle, and he's going to get in safely under the tag. So Dinkle swipes second, takes the double play out of order, and a 2-1 count to Andy Lacey. He's pitched a little for the Nuggets. He's played all 3 outfield positions, and he's played all infield positions except for first base and catcher so far this season. Pretty much the super utility for the Nuggets. Lacey going to be a returning Crater senior, and that's going to be a balk as he stumbles off the mound. Stoffel. Unfortunate turn of events for the Doc Stewarts so far as Dinkle advances on a balk as he stumbles off the mound there, and it's going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes to Lacey with a runner at third. Stoffel kicks, fires, misses up and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes, full count. Runner on third is Dinkle. On deck is Ike Gilliland. Stoffel going to really have to dig for this pitch. He gets Lacey swinging, so second out in the inning is a strikeout, and now Nuggets in danger of leaving one stranded. Gilliland up at the plate now. You can see Dinkle taking his lead. Stoffel kicks, fires in, strike 1. That pitch roped down the left field line, but it's going to end up being foul from Gilliland. Ike Gilliland graduating from Crater High School this past spring, as he is behind in the count, of ball 2 strikes now. Stoffel misses high, evens the count at 2-2. Again, mention these teams resuming league play as Grants Pass coming off of a tournament in Eugene, Wood Bat tournament, the Grant Smith one. As Gilliland bounces to Johnson. Throw to first to Stone in time to end the inning. The Nuggets push one across on 2 hits. They leave one stranded and lead 1-0 after the top of the first. Roseburg gets a chance to fire back. Coming up next on the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
You have to think about what it is that our clients need all the time. It doesn't make any difference if it's Monday through Friday or if it's on the weekends or late at night. You have to go the extra mile to do what it takes to keep our clients happy. And I truly believe that the culture of this bank is to do that. Because we're local, I think we have a great advantage in that we know and understand the culture of our community, and we can react quickly to the ever-changing needs of this community.
People's Bank, putting people first for over 20 years.
Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. You're watching the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. The Nuggets struck first in this one, ahead 1-0 over the Roseburg Doc Stewarts early. Cade King, the man on the mound for the Nuggets, to try to keep it that way, as he's going to be finishing up his warm-up pitches. Cade King, a guy we're probably going to be talking about for a while here, at least on the Nuggets broadcast, after that 9 RBI day against the Klamath Falls Falcons. 7 in the first game and 2 in the nightcap. Nuggets, of course, outscoring the Falcons 27-3 in 2 games. And now getting the start for the Nuggets here against the Roseburg Doc Stewarts. Again, Roseburg, when they faced the Klamath Falls Falcons, outscored them 25-5. So this game, really a testament to see how good they both are, as both of them also split against the Medford Mustangs. It's both 3-1 teams splitting against the Mustangs and both sweeping Klamath Falls, so have a similar trip to this point in the season. Of course, different non-league opponents, as our leadoff hitter for the Doc Stewarts steps into the box, Caden Johnson. The Nuggets' non-league record is 5-6. Roseburg is 9-4. So again, Roseburg, at least if you look at the overall record, if you're just purely looking at the record, is better than Grants Pass. But you never really know until you play each other, and that's why we play the game. As Cade King falls behind 1-0 to Johnson, the second pitch missing low for ball 2. Caden Johnson, Spencer 6, and Doran Gillespie going to try to lead things off for the Docs here in the bottom of the first inning. That pitch smashed into left center. No one able to get to it as it's going to bounce to the wall out there. Tyler Rund having to bring that one in, and a leadoff double for Caden Johnson. So the Docs rolling early, as that brings in Spencer 6, number 6 on the Docs, and catching today. King comes set. That pitch popped up, shallow left field. Making the play was Peyton Anhorn for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Doran Gillespie, the right fielder for the Docs. One out in the inning. King working out of the stretch early. He graduated from Grants Pass High this past spring, a third-year returning Grants Pass Nugget. His first pitch to Gillespie, a breaking ball that breaks right back into the zone for strike 1. King kicks and fires a changeup. That one also finds the zone for strike 2. Gillespie, then Noah Stone is the cleanup hitter for the Docs. Runner at second with only 1 out in the inning. Leadoff double for Caden Johnson landed him at second base. King makes a move to second but doesn't throw. Just wants to keep Johnson in check over there. That pitch from King swung on and missed. 2 outs in the inning. And that brings up Noah Stone. Excuse me, Jonathan Stone. Jonathan Stone, sitting 6'4", 6'5" in the right-handed batter's box from the first baseman defensively. I mentioned Noah Stone, their cousins. Noah Stone, a freshman at Hidden Valley High School, and Jonathan Stone here, a Roseburg Indian. Now here on the docks, 1-0 count to him. Big lead off a second from Johnson. King is really worrying about him, and Stone going to call time. Smart play at bat there, as King took a while to deliver, and Stone don't want to think too much about it, so he's going to call time. That pitch misses low. Coach Sanford didn't really like the call, it seems. But 2-0 the count nonetheless. Cade King going to have to battle back here. On deck should he get the chance is the center fielder, Jet Black. That pitch smacked up the middle, past the glove of Bassendorf. Rounding third and heading home is Johnson. And he will get in there safely. The Docs tie the game at 1 off the bat of Jonathan Stone. That'll bring up Jet Black with 2 outs in the inning and a runner on first. 1 run already home in the inning. Runner at first is Jonathan Stone after the RBI single from him. Jet Black looking to do more damage here against Cade King and the Nuggets. King kicks, fires, strike 1. The problem for King the last couple years, especially last year at Grants Pass High and for the Nuggets, he just would have trouble early in the game throwing strikes. He seems to have fixed that issue early on here in this season, and at Grants Pass High last year, worked really hard over the rest of the summer at just throwing strikes, because when he is just as deadly as anyone out there on the mound, as he misses down low there. And since he's been able to, he's pitched fairly good for the Nuggets. Just work on throwing strikes and let the defense work behind you, though Coach Weiss said defense has been a little bit of a problem for him this season. Would like to at least clean that up as we move toward the middle parts of the summer into July and early August, should the Nuggets make the state tournament at Kiger Stadium in Klamath Falls. Jet Black behind in the count, a ball and 2 strikes to Cade King. Taking off is Stone for second. That one's going to miss. The throw down. Stone slides in ahead of the tag and swipes second. Stone again, 6'4", 6'5". The long legs allows him to get down there in less steps and quicker than anyone else out here on the diamond this afternoon. The count to Black is 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs in the inning. The runner on second's Jonathan Stone. He knocked in the only run of the inning for the Docs so far in this game, as we're tied at 1 in the bottom of the first. King with the 2-2. A breaking ball that misses. A good job by Gillespie. He fires down to second, no one covering, but Tobin able to range over there and stop the ball from going into center field as the count runs full to Jet Black. Cade King looking down his runner with the full count pitch, a breaking ball that gets him looking. Cade King works his way out of the inning, but in the meantime, the Docs, they score 1 on 2 hits. They leave 1 stranded. We're tied at 1 going into the 2nd inning. You're watching the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV and live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Welcome you back inside Legion Field here at the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. Tied at 1 here as we head to the top of the 2nd inning between the Nuggets and the Doc Stewarts is Braden Bellum due to lead things off for Grants Pass in the top of the 2nd. Both teams 2 hits apiece, 1 run each in the first as Bellum takes that one, 2 balls and no strikes to him now. Bellum, a first-year Nugget, as he takes that one, strike 1. Again, here in Area 4, you face a lot of the teams you do in high school, at least the kids you do in high school, is Bellum, a Grants Pass caveman during the school year, and Jay Stoffel, a Roseburg Indian, both sharing the Southwest Conference. So both a couple of at-bats against each other as Bellum, a big swing there, makes the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bellum, Tobin, and Mehmet, the 3 to try to get the rally going for the Nuggets. The 3-2 pitch is high, it misses, it's going to be ball 4. So the free pass to Braden Bellum. Brings up Sean Tobin, the second baseman for Grants Pass. First walk issued by Jay Stoffel, as now he has to work out of the stretch. Laying down the bunt was Tobin. He pulls it back in time. Tobin, another Grants Pass graduate of 2019. As he smashes that one into right field. That's going to get down there on a hop and under the glove of the right fielder Gillespie. Bellum gets to third, and Tobin into second on the error. Second error committed by the Docs already, as Tobin walks up to second and Bellum to third, and that brings up Jacob Mehmet. 2 runners in scoring position for the Crater senior to be, as Spencer Six comes up and talks to his man. In the meantime, I'd like to thank a couple people that are going to make our broadcast possible throughout the season, especially getting it right off the bat, Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Cyril Bignati for helping us get things set up at home for tomorrow night's home opener. And of course, if you want to see what we're talking about with the new PA setup, you should come out and check out the ball game as the Grants Pass Nuggets host the Roseburg Doc Stewarts tomorrow night. First pitch at 6 o'clock. Of course, it's Little League Kids Night, as all kids wearing a Little League hat or jersey get admitted free and $1 off ice cream all night. For more information, visit gpnuggets.com. The 0-1 pitch to Mehmet finds the zone, 0-2. On deck is Peyton Anhorn. No outs in the inning. Stoffel finds himself in a little bit of trouble. He's going to have to pitch out of it and bail out his defense for the second inning. A breaking ball is hit towards short. Johnson bobbles it, unable to make a clean play. Mehmet is thrown out at first. But in the meantime, Braden Bellum comes around to score to break the tie. As now it's 2-1 Nuggets. Tobin to third. And that'll bring up Peyton Anhorn. Still struggling to get the bats going. He lays down a bunt there. A diving catch by Johnson. Diving in to save the bunt. A fantastic play by the Docks third baseman, Caden Johnson. Back to the top of the order for the Nuggets, Tyler Rund. Rund is 0 for 1 with the ground out so far tonight. Runner on third is Sean Tobin as Rund takes ball one. Mention other games going on tonight in Area 4 as all these teams resume league play as the Eugene Overhead Door Challengers are at Klamath Falls for 2 games as both those teams are winless on the season, at least in Area 4 league play, so at least one of those teams is going to come out with a 1 in the win column, maybe 2 wins if one of them sweeps it. A ball and a strike to Rund, finds the zone, 1-2. Willamette Valley is also on the road at the Medford Mustangs as they play 2 as well. And otherwise, in games you might care about, the NCAA Division I College World Series opens today between Michigan and Vanderbilt as Tyler Rund is going to ground a ball towards second. It gets into the outfield. An RBI single for Tyler Rund. A 3-1 game now as Grants Pass adds an insurance run with 2 outs in the second. Stoffel come in set, Rund to modest lead off of first. First pitch into Bassendorf finds the zone for strike 1. Bassendorf is 1 for 1. He came around and scored his last time through as well with a single in the top of the first. Stoffel fires in strike 2 to Bassendorf. On deck, should he get the chances, Colby Dinkle. Move to first. Tyler Rund gets back safely. With an 0-2 count, Stoffel trying to find a put-away pitch. Rund, no real lead to speak of at first, and they're going to move back over to him again. He gets back safely. That pitch from Stoffel. Bassendorf connects with it, fouls it back. Still 0-2. Tyler Rund takes off a breaking ball. Is a drop third strike. Bassendorf is thrown out anyway, so goes down swinging to end the inning. The Nuggets push 2 runs across on 3 hits in the inning. And they lead 3-1 over the Roseburg Dock Stewarts. You're watching the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. To the bottom of the second we go from Legion Field. You're watching the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires, on GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. 6-7-8 due up in the lineup for Roseburg as they trail by 2. It's Casey Pettibone, Cody Johnson, and Luke Van Norman due up in this inning. Cade King gave up 1 run in the first, looking to silence the Doc Stewarts lineup here in the second. First pitch misses high. Ball and no strikes. Cade King coming back with the 0-1 is misses as well. 2 balls and no strikes to him now. Breaking ball finds the zone. Roseburg Doc Stewarts, 11 times state champions here in American Legion Baseball, the state of Oregon. 56, 59, 61, 62, 63, 71, 80, 81, 84, 86, and 2010. As that pitch misses as well. 3 balls and 1 strike. They are the third most all-time state champions behind Portland and Medford. Behind them was K Falls and Corvallis for the top 10 all-time in the state of Oregon. As that pitch will find the zone for strike 2. The count runs full. Last year for the Docs, they finished 9-11 in league play. Tied the series with the Nuggets 2 games apiece, and they hosted the state tournament last year as that pitch has popped up. Might be out of play, and it is out of play down the behind the first base bag. Last year, the Docs hosting the state tournament here at Legion Field. Medford Mustangs would go on to win it, but the Docs were out in 2. They lost to Corvallis and then Hillsborough to be eliminated from the state tournament last year. Of course, the Nuggets not making the state tournament last year, losing in 2 games to the Salem Dodgers as Pettibone goes down on strikes. King's third strikeout of the game brings up Cody Johnson. A smoky night at Agnew Lytle Field last year, if you'll remember, the Nuggets losing to the Salem Dodgers in 2 games. Unable to make the state tournament, and off to a good start this year, though. Again, a 3-1 league record. Swept Klamath Falls in 2 and split with Medford, off to a competitive start. Again, Roseburg is also 3-1, the same story for them. Swept in Klamath Falls and split against Medford. As it's 2 balls and no strikes to Cody Johnson, then Luke Van Norman up behind him. That pitch misses as well, as King having trouble finding the strike zone at the bottom of the order. Johnson, the 7th hitter in the lineup for the Docs. That one misses high, so Johnson awarded a walk on 4 pitches. 1 out in the inning is going to bring up Luke Van Norman. First walk issued by King. Norman gets his first chance in this one. No real lead to speak of off first from Johnson as the left-handed Van Norman takes strike 1. Starting in left field. Oh, 0-1 the count to Van Norman. King comes set. Kicks and fires a breaking ball. That one finds the zone for strike 2. 0-2 to Van Norman, hitting 8th in the lineup. Docs lineup put together by Coach Jeremiah Robbins. He's the current head coach at Umpqua Community College. as they are planning on bringing baseball back to that program. He was also the Docs head coach in 2003 and 2004, so a familiar scene for him as Van Norman goes down swinging for the second out in the inning. Brings up Jacob Luther, starting second baseman for the Docs. Move to first, dives back safely. Talk about Coach Robbins. He coached the Docs in 2003 and 2004 and played for the Roseburg Dock Stewarts in 1989 and 1990. As that pitch is flown out to center field, Tyler Rund ranges over a few steps to put that one away and end the inning. No runs on no hits for the Docs. They leave one stranded as it's 3-1 in favor of the Nuggets after 2. You're watching the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week powered by Les Schwab Tires. GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. The Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week powered by Les Schwab Tires. If you're just joining us, the Grants Pass Nuggets lead the Roseburg Dock Stewarts 3-1 after 2 innings. Jay Stoffel on the mound to get it going against the middle of the Nuggets lineup. 3-4-5, that's Dinkle, Lacey, and Gilliland to get it started. The Nuggets put one up in the top half of the first, courtesy of the RBI single from Colby Dinkle. Brought home Nick Bassendorf, and Roseburg, they tied it up in the bottom half of the first. An RBI single from Jonathan Stone, which scored Caden Johnson, tied it up at 1. The Nuggets then answered back in the top half of the second, scoring 2 runs. One off the RBI single from Tyler Rund, and one from a ground-out RBI from Jacob Mehmet in the top half of the second. The Docs were unable to answer in the bottom half, and that's how we get to our score 3-1 on the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard here from Roseburg, Oregon. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Colby Dinkle now. He's 1 for 1 on the day. Gets a hold of the breaking ball, but a nice play by the shortstop Johnson for the first out in the inning. Brings up Andy Lacey, 0 for 1 today. He struck out his first time through, the only left-handed bat in the Nuggets lineup. Lacey also off to a little bit of a slow start here, at least in league play. But in Klamath Falls found his way, as did the rest of the team with the Nuggets. And outscoring the Falcons 27-3. Lacey, a part of that, obviously. Just about every bat in the Nuggets lineup was. Hopefully can bring that confidence here to Roseburg. Again, he struck out his first time through and is now down in the count 0-2. Lacey able to foul that one back. Count remains at 0-2. On deck is Ike Gilliland. Lacey, two-strike approach, gets one back up the middle. Johnson snags it on the run. Throw on to Stone for the second out in the inning. Gilliland is 0 for 1 today as he steps into the box. First pitch to him is in the dirt for ball 1. Ike Gilliland, a first-year Nugget. Obviously now with the 7th day of baseball in 8 days for the Nuggets, experiencing the American Legion grind. Coach Weiss touching on that a little bit in our pregame Coach's Corner segment, saying that, you know, a lot of these guys, they're getting a taste of the grind, but keeping them paced for league play. Obviously, these are the games that count. Playing at the tournament, you want to play to win, but these are the games that you really play to win against teams like Roseburg in your conference, Willamette Valley and Eugene, and you can never count Medford out as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Gilliland. As he swings and misses at that one, Stoffel gets Ike down on strikes. 1, 2, 3 goes the Nuggets as we head to the bottom half of the third. Still 3-1 the score. You're watching the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Thank you for joining us on the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. 3-1 the score. Nuggets leading in the bottom half of the third inning. As you take a look at the Timber Country Coca-Cola scoreboard here from Roseburg at Legion Field. Cade King entering his third inning of work. Leading off for the Docs is Caden Johnson, Spencer 6, and Doran Gillespie, 1, 2, 3 in the order, due up in this inning. Johnson started things off with a double in the first. He came around to score in that inning. First pitch comes in and hits him. Leadoff base runner here for the Docs. Brings up Spencer 6. Spencer 6, number 6, and catching. Left-handed hitter for the Docs. Lays down the bunt there, right back to Cade King, makes the play. Toss to Bellum in time for the first out. In the meantime, Johnson moves to second. Brings up Doran Gillespie. That pitch, a breaking ball from King. Strike one to Gillespie. The Docs hosting last year's state tournament, not having to play a super regional, again going out in 2 games to Corvallis and Hillsboro. The Nuggets also losing in 2 to the Salem Dodgers in their super regional playoff. The team hosting the state tournament this year, the Klamath Falls Falcons at Kiger Stadium. They are 0-4 in league play right now, 1-6 overall, and they will get an immediate berth into the state tournament as well. As that pitch gets past Gilliland behind the plate, moving to third is Caden Johnson. As Coach Sanford comes out to the mound, have a conference with his men out there. In the meantime, we'd like to thank the Umpqua Lions Club here in Roseburg, Oregon, for making us feel at home on the road, hooking us up here with great hospitality here at Legion Field. We'd also like to thank Hellgate Jet Boat Excursions, People's Bank, and Southern Oregon Sanitation. Count, a ball and a strike to Doran Gillespie. King fires in a ball that looked pretty close from here. 2 balls and a strike. Runner on third is Johnson to Doran Gillespie. He's 0 for 1 in 1 at bat. He struck out in the first. King checks his runner. That one misses as well. 3 balls and a strike. King in danger of losing Gillespie. On deck is Jonathan Stone. He's had an RBI single already today, so in a little bit of trouble are the Nuggets. But you can never speak too soon as Cade King comes set, kicks, and fires. That pitch chopped down the third base. A nice snag by Andy Lacey. The throw to first in time. Lacey, a fantastic snag off the bounce. Potentially an inning-saving out. Fantastic job by the Nuggets super utility, Andy Lacey. That brings up Jonathan Stone now with 2 outs. And for Stone, that makes a big difference. Just got to worry about getting him out. And really, with first base open and 2 outs in the inning, King might be a little bit cautious here, throwing to Stone. First pitch, a breaking ball that misses. On deck is Jet Black, who is set down swinging his first time through. So with first base open, King could be trying to paint the corners. Definitely don't want to come into the zone to Jonathan Stone. Again, Stone 1 for 1 with an RBI already today. Breaking ball, swung on and missed for strike 1. Keep it with the off-speed stuff for Jonathan Stone. Don't hang anything and don't come over the middle of the zone. You'll be all right. Shouldn't be a problem for Cade King. A great breaking ball, a good changeup, and can place his fastball this season. As he comes set. Another breaking ball. That pitch grounded to short. Bassendorf comes up with it. The throw is in time to end the inning. The Docs leave one stranded. It's Johnson at third. Score still 3-1. We head to the 4th inning. The Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV, live on GrandsPassNuggets.com. Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. The Oregon California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. Braden Bellum takes strike one to begin matters here in the fourth. Stoffel still out there on the bump for the Docs as Bellum takes ball two. Into the fourth inning now from Legion Field for the Nuggets. Through 3 innings, they've got 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They've left 2 runners on base. For the Docs, 1 run on 2 hits. They've committed 2 errors, and they've left 3 men on base, again, through 3 innings. A lot can change, though, as that pitch is hit on the ground. Johnson takes it from the line and throws on to first to get Bellum. Brings up Sean Tobin. He's 1 for 1 today, a double, and came around to score in the second. And that will, as a matter of fact, give Bellum, as I guess Johnson grabbed it foul. So, strikes out for the first out. 4 strikeouts for Jay Stoffel. And now in comes Sean Tobin, who doubled and came around to score his first time through the lineup. First pitch to him is fouled off. That pitch in the dirt to Tobin. Tobin out in front of that one a little bit. Ball 2 strikes to him now. As he runs into that one, that pitch lined into right field. That'll be a single for Tobin, with 1 out here in the inning. Mehmet is 0 for 1 as he steps into the box. Six loses that one in the dirt. And they get Tobin advancing. So now Mehmet is on with 2 outs and no runners on in the inning, as that changes things for the Nuggets, at least strategically, with Mehmet at the dish. As now, instead of trying to just move the runner over, he's got to get the rally started. The 2-0 is going to be sliced foul. Mehmet is 0 for 1, but he does have an RBI on the afternoon. That pitch from Stoffel, a fastball taken low and in the middle of the zone for Mehmet. 2 balls and 2 strikes now with 2 outs to number 22, Jacob Mehmet, a second-year Nugget. A breaking ball taken in the dirt. Count runs full. 3-2. Mehmet designated hitting for the pitcher, Cade King. That one swung on and missed from Jacob Mehmet. Goes down swinging. The Nuggets get 1 base hit in the inning, but Tobin was thrown out advancing. A 3-1 score as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. We're watching the Oregon California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Supplies are available at Riverside Ready Mix Incorporated. Get everything from bolts to rebar. Ensure you have the quality supplies you need to get the job done. Get ready mixed concrete delivered right to your home or business. We have over 50 years of experience supplying quality concrete. Are you in need of a new septic or water tank? Call us for an appointment to take advantage of our exceptional precast septic and water tank sales. Call now.
Welcome back to the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires, here on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Cade King entering his fourth inning of work. He's given up 2 hits, 1 run. He struck out 4 and walked 2 through 3 innings. 5, 6, 7 due up in the Docs lineup. That's Jet Black, Casey Pettibone, and Cody Johnson. Black is 0 for 1. He struck out in his first at-bat. Takes that one out of the zone for ball 1. That one taken outside. 2 balls and no strikes to Black. As again, in case you're curious, nearing first pitch in the College World Series championship game between Michigan and Vanderbilt. First pitch at 7 o'clock. We'll do our best here on GP Nuggets TV to give you score updates as that game continues throughout the night. The 3-1 taken for strike 2 to Jet Black. Count runs full. That pitch hit up the middle. Bassendorf gloves it. Throw on to first is in time for the first out in the inning. Casey Pettibone. He struck out his first time through. First pitch to him from King, a breaking ball that finds the zone for strike 1. Down a fastball, missing low. A ball and a strike to Pettibone. On deck is Cody Johnson. Another breaking ball. Cade King finding the zone with his breaking stuff. Continues to work the outside part of the plate with the curveball and the changeup low. Has placed his fastball well. As the 1-2 to Pettibone is a foul ball. Back to the stands behind home plate. Give you an idea of how Legion Field looks here. As you can see, the stands behind home plate. A pretty good turnout here in Roseburg on a nice Monday afternoon as Pettibone runs into that one, sends it high into right field, but ranging over was Colby Dinkle for the second out in the inning. A nice line drive. Looked like it might get over Dinkle's head, but ranges it in for the second out in the inning. That brings up the right-handed hitting Cody Johnson. Johnson, no official at-bat yet. He walked in the second. One of the 2 walks that Cade King has given up so far in this ballgame. King coming with the 1-0. Finds the zone there, evens the count at 1. On deck, should he get the chance, is Luke Van Norman. Breaking ball out in front of that one was Johnson, 1-2. Another breaking ball. That one hit up towards the middle. It's going to get into center field past the glove of Bassendorf for a 2-out single off the bat of Cody Johnson. Going to bring up Luke Van Norman. Third hit of the afternoon for the Docs, all told. Van Norman is 0 for 1 with a strikeout so far. As the throw over to first. Johnson gets back safely. Fastball finds the outside part of the zone to Van Norman. No real lead to speak off of first from Johnson. But he takes off, showing bunt, misses. It got by Gillespie behind home plate, so Johnson going to get in there standing. Thought about third and decides better of it. With 2 outs, a runner on second now for Van Norman. Score update from College World Series in Game 1. Michigan leads Vanderbilt 6-3 in the 7th inning of Game 1. Game 2 is tomorrow, and Game 3 is Wednesday if necessary. Again, Michigan with a 6-3 lead in the 7th inning. My apologies, as it was a 7 o'clock Eastern time start. So they're in the 7th. 1 ball and 1 strike to Van Norman. That one misses low. Another score update from Medford as they are tied with Willamette Valley 2 apiece in the 3rd inning. Again, in Medford. 2 balls and 1 strike to Van Norman. King, thought about moving back there, decides better of it. King kicks and fires. That one hit on the ground. Bassendorf comes up with it. The throw onto first is wild, and they get him. He stretches the foot, and that might be a controversial call. But regardless, it will end the inning. The Docs strand 1 on 1 base hit. They still trail 3-1. We head to the top of the 5th inning. You're watching the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV Live, GrantsPassNuggets.com.
You have to think about what it is that our clients need all the time. It doesn't make any difference if it's Monday through Friday or if it's on the weekends or late at night. You have to go the extra mile to do what it takes to keep our clients happy. And I truly believe that the culture of this bank is to do that. Because we're local, I think we have a great advantage in that we know and understand the culture of our community. And we can react quickly to the ever-changing needs of this community.
People's Bank, putting people first for over 20 years.
You have
Right back into the action here on the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week. Peyton Anhorn down 0-1 to Jay Stoffel into his 5th inning of work. Comes with the 0-1. It misses low. Evens the count at 1 to Peyton Anhorn. Anhorn 0-1 so far today with a fly ball to third base. As a matter of fact, it wasn't really a fly ball. It was just a fantastic play at third base from Johnson, who dove to take away the sacrifice bunt from Peyton Anhorn. And that was back in the 2nd inning. Anhorn ahead, 2 balls and a strike in the count now. 9-1-2 to get things started for the Nuggets as Anhorn takes ball 3. On deck is Tyler Rund. In the hole, Nick Bastendorf. The 3-1 to Anhorn. He takes it. Off speed pitch taken on the outside part of the plate. Runs the count full. Nuggets doing a good job of getting deep in the count against Stoffel and trying to capitalize. As that pitch is swung on and missed. So, way to come back into that at bat from Jay Stoffel as he sets down Anhorn swinging, and that'll bring up Tyler Rund. Six strikeouts on the day for Stoffel. Tyler Rund is 1 for 2, a ground out and a single. 1 RBI on the day for Tyler Rund. First pitch to him. Pulls the string on him for strike 1. Rund a little bit out in front of that one, fouls it off for strike 2. Stoffel's given up 3 runs, none of them earned. He has given up 5 hits. He's struck out 6 and walked 1. As that pitch is swung on and missed. Tyler Rund goes down on strikes. Brings up Nick Bastendorf. Stoffel's got his stuff working now as that's 2 strikeouts in the inning. Score update from Klamath Falls. The Eugene Overhead Door Challengers lead the Falcons 7-1 in the 4th inning. As the Falcons really having trouble getting things going. Only 1 win in 7 tries, and if the lead holds, it'll be even more downhill for the Falcons as Bassendorf takes strike 1. Nick is 1 for 2 on the day. Single and a strikeout for him so far. Bassendorf takes strike 2. Stoffel moving it around inside outside with the fastball, working in the changeup and the curveball as well, as he is finding a zone. 0-2 ahead of Bastendorf. Stoffel from the windup. That one a breaking pitch. Bastendorf gets onto it. Shallow right field. And making the catch was the second baseman, Luther, for the 3rd and final out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the Nuggets. They're still ahead, though, 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. You're watching the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Welcome back to the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. 3-1 the score in the bottom of the 5th inning between the Nuggets and the Doc Stewarts from Roseburg. A couple of 3-1 teams in Area 4 looking to really prove their worth against an equal opponent. So far, the Nuggets are up by 2 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Due up for the Docs, 9-1-2. It's Luther, Johnson, and 6. Cade King still on the bump for Grants Pass. He's pitched very well so far. Getting under that pitch was Luther, shallow left field. Coming in is Anhorn to make the catch, first out in the inning. Back to the top of the order for the Docs, it's Caden Johnson. 1 for 1. He doubled and walked. Breaking ball that didn't have too much break from it on King. Cade in the 5th inning of work now. He's given up 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He struck out 4 and walked 2 to this point in the ballgame. Pretty good outing for Cade King, a guy who struggled last year on the mound for the Cavemen and the Nuggets, has kind of found his groove here in late spring and into the summer. It's good to see because he's always had the potential and now really finding it. Nice breaking ball that time from King as he gets ahead of Johnson. A ball and 2 strikes to him now. See what King comes with the 1-2. A breaking ball. Getting under that one was Johnson. Pumping it up to second. And Tobin steps over to his left just a couple feet and makes the play for the second out in the inning. Brings up Spencer 6, 0 for 2 today with a fly out and a ground ball. Six calls time. That one misses low. Six 0 for 2, hitting in the number 2 spot in the lineup. As that one hit, scorched down the first base side past the diving glove of Bellum and into right field. A 2-out single for Spencer 6. That brings up Doran Gillespie. Fourth hit of the afternoon for the Docs. Again, bringing up Doran Gillespie. He's 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground ball for him so far. First pitch from King, a breaking ball that misses high. Ball and no strikes to Gillespie. Starting in right field tonight in game 1 of 2 for the Docs. Cade King comes set. That one a fastball, just a bit inside. Could have gone either way. 2 balls, no strikes. King has battled out there on the mound today. He's only walked 2, and again, he struck out 4 to this point in the ball game. Just got to continue throwing strikes as he just misses there. Very, very close. 3 balls and no strikes. Extremely close there for Cade King. You can't let it frustrate him, though. Just got to come back, and he's probably going to have to lay one in there for Gillespie. He's going to be on it as that ball finds the zone. King trying to battle back. 3 balls and a strike. That one misses in the dirt. Ball 4, Gilliland blocks it. So no real damage done after the walk. Coach Sanford coming out. Going to talk to Cade King out there after the 1-out walk issued to Gillespie. Meantime, the Grants Pass Nuggets and GP Nuggets TV would like to thank Riverside Ready Mix, Affordable Truck and RV, Grants Pass Tire Pros, CPI Copeland Paving, Jim Siegel Auto, Applegate Well Drilling, Evergreen Federal Bank, Mock Ford, and Timber Country Coca-Cola for helping make these broadcasts possible and helping fans like you enjoy the game at home when you can't make the trip to Roseburg. But we do invite you to come out tomorrow night when the Nuggets host the Roseburg Dock Stewarts for their home opener It's Little League Kids Night, and of course all Little League kids who wear a hat and a jersey get admitted free, and also $1 off ice cream all night. That's tomorrow night, Grants Pass home opener against the Roseburg Dock Stewarts. Right back into the action. King opens the at-bat with Jonathan Stone with ball one. Three walks for King so far. The third one was to Gillespie. 2 outs in the inning. Jonathan Stone fouls that one back, a ball and a strike now. Stone is 1 for 2, a single and a ground out so far. He does have an RBI on his single in the first, driving home Caden Johnson. Breaking ball blocked in the dirt by Gilliland. Always got to give the catcher the credit. Probably gets the least love of all 9 positions out there. Definitely not glamour work behind the plate, but as a former catcher, got to respect the play that that Gilliland makes every time you block a ball. The 2-1 to Stone. Time is called. And you see Gilliland behind the plate every night so far for the Nuggets. Dinkle used to be back there for Grants Pass last season, but he broke his thumb trying to catch a fastball and hasn't really seen the catcher position all year. He caught a little bit for the Cavemen during the season and hasn't really caught it all except for in practice for the Nuggets this year. So now Dinkle is in left. He's moved to right, and you want to keep his bat in the lineup, and has done a good job in the outfield, and Gilliland has done an immaculate job behind the plate as Stone dribbles one out to King. And that will be the third out in the inning. The Docs, they strand 2, 1 base hit in the inning. Still 3-1 heading to the top of the 6th. You're watching the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV live, GrantsPassNuggets.com. To the top of the 6th inning we go from Roseburg, Oregon. The Grants Pass Nuggets lead 3-1 over the Dock Stewarts. 3-4-5 in the order for Grants Pass. Due to lead things off is Colby Dinkle. Fouls back, strike 1. 3-1 the score as we again enter the 6th inning of play. New pitcher on the mound for the Roseburg Dock Stewarts. We'll get the change for you. Dinkle fouls that one back. Apologies, no change on the mound. It looks like the number was different from here. Still 3-1 the score. Colby Dinkle down 0-2 for the Nuggets so far in this game. They've got 3 runs on 5 hits. They've committed no errors, and they've left 3 runners on base through 5 innings. For the Docs, 1 run on 4 hits. They've committed 2 errors. They've left 6 runners on base. Dinkle swings right through that one, is sent packing on strikes for the first time today. Out number 1 in the 6th. 7 strikeouts for Stoffel so far. Brings up Andy Lacey. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a groundout so far. Lacey, the Southern Oregon Sanitation cleanup hitter for the Nuggets. Looking to get this one started. That ball, if it stays fair, should be an easy out. Stoffel just going to lay the tag on Lacey. Out number 2. Brings up Ike Gilliland, also 0 for 2 today. He struck out in the 3rd. Swings through, strike 1. Gilliland connects with that one, sends it to second. Throw to first to Stone is in time. 1, 2, 3 go the Nuggets. To the bottom of the 6th we go as you're watching the Oregon California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Five, 6, 7 for Roseburg as they try to inch back into this one in the bottom of the 6th inning here on GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. You're watching the Oregon California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. Cade King into his 6th inning of work. Found himself in a little bit of trouble in the 5th, but was able to get out of it, thanks to a couple nice defensive plays by Braden Bellum at first. Jet Black, Casey Pettibone, and Cody Johnson, the 3 in the Roseburg lineup to try to get things going. Also a right-handed pitcher warming up in the Docs bullpen. As Jet Black steps into the box, he's 0 for 2. First pitch, a breaking ball, misses high from King. King through 5 innings. He's given up 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks. He left 2 stranded in that last half inning and falls behind Black, 2 balls and no strikes. King having trouble finding the zone early in this inning. See what he comes with, the 3-1 here. That one finds the zone. King battling back. From 3-0 to 3-2, a full count. We'll see what King comes with now as he's battled all the way back in this count. That pitch popped up. Gonna stay in fair territory. King calls everyone off and makes the play. First out in the inning brings up Cody Johnson. Excuse me, Casey Pettibone. Pettibone, the designated hitter, hitting for the pitcher of the Docs, Jay Stoffel. First pitch to Pettibone, a slider that comes back into the zone from King. King, fastball changeup, and he can kind of alternate between a slider and a curveball. He throws the curveball more often than not, but can break out the slider when he needs to. Another good breaking pitch from King. Ahead in the count, 0-2 to Pettibone. Pettibone already struck out once today. He flew out in his other at-bat, 0-2. Breaking ball, a great pitch from King there, but an even better eye from Pettibone to hold back on that pitch. Ball 2 strikes. King finds the one he likes. From the windup, a fastball is fouled back. Pettibone was late on that one. Definitely sitting breaking ball, and going to be tough to do against Cade King. Can really come at you with some heat, but then pulls the string with a good changeup. Still a ball and 2 strikes to Pettibone. A breaking ball lays off it again. A great at-bat from Pettibone. Has fouled off a couple tough pitches and has watched a couple really good breaking pitches go by as the count goes even at 2 with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. See what Pettibone sees here. That pitch is popped up. Ike has room. Makes the catch as he falls sideways. A fantastic catch from Ike Gilliland. One of the toughest plays to read in baseball, the pop-up behind the plate, and Ike does it perfectly, capping it off with a diving catch behind the plate. Brings up Cody Johnson. He's 1 for 1, a walk and a single so far, as he is behind that one and fouls it back. A breaking ball, and he's going to go around. Johnson down in the count, 0-2. Ooh, just high. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Johnson. We'll see what King comes up with now. He's been able to work out of the windup more often than not tonight. Has done a good job of keeping runners off the base paths as that pitch bounces to the plate. 2-2. King went from 0-2 to 3-2. We'll see what kind of pitch he comes with here. That called ball on the fastball might have frustrated him just a little bit. The 3-2 lined into center, but Tyler Rund hardly has to move at all to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Docs in the bottom of the 6th. 3-1 the score remains as we head to the top of the 7th. You're watching the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Braden Bellum to lead things off in the top of the 7th inning on the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. Jay Stoffel, first pitch to Bellum, is outside for ball 1. Stoffel has pitched very well to this point in the game, too. 3 runs have come across for the Nuggets, but none of them earned. Stoffel has done his best out there. Get out of the way. Nice moves, Coach. Score update from the College World Series. Michigan wins Game 1 over Vanderbilt 7-4. Game 2 is going to be tomorrow. First pitch at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, as it is the championship games over there in Omaha. Bellum, another ground ball foul. That time, not as much of a line drive. 1-2. Bellum gets a little bit out in front of that one, but fouls it off. He is 0 for 1. He struck out in the 4th, and he walked and came around to score in the 2nd. Bellum takes that curveball for ball 2. And a good job of working the count, though. Mentioned Jay Stoffel. 3 runs have come across against him. None of them earned. The 2 errors, both of them have come back to hurt Roseburg, as Bellum goes down looking for the first out here in the 7th. That's going to bring up Sean Tobin. 8 strikeouts on the day for Jay Stoffel. Tobin is 2 for 2. He takes the first pitch high. Ball 1. Tobin pops that one up. Out of play. Strike 1. A 1-1 count to Sean Tobin, 2019 Grants Pass High School graduate. Takes that one high. 2 balls and a strike to Tobin. On deck is Jacob Mehmet. 6, 7, 8 in this top half of the 7th for Grants Pass. They look to add a couple insurance runs. The 2-2 pitch to Tobin bounces. It'll run the count full. The 3-2 to Tobin. Taken high for ball 4. In terms of getting on base, Sean Tobin 3 for 3 on the day. A couple of base knocks and a walk here in the 7th. That brings up Jacob Mehmet. Only the 2nd walk allowed from Jay Stoffel, and it looks like Coach Robbins is heading to the mound. Not quite sure if he'll take the ball from Stoffel. He's pitched extremely well, and if you can save pitching, you might as well. And he will call to the bullpen. Fantastic start turned in by Jace Stoffel, and we'll get the changes for you when we come back on the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. And an ovation here at Legion Field for Jay Stoffel, and I got to give it up for him, too. A great start for him. And we'll bring it back here as a new pitcher in for Roseburg is number 16. Austin Anderson. We'll get the rest of the changes for you up next. The Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. Grants Pass leads 3-1 on GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. The Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires. New pitcher in for Roseburg, Austin Anderson, coming in relief of Jace Stoffel, who turned in an astounding 6 1/3 inning of work. 5 hits. He struck out 8 and walked 3. The runner at first is Sean Tobin. He would be responsible if Tobin came around to score. Mehmet, he gets to face Anderson first and takes ball 1. Mehmet, Anhorn, and Rund, the next 3 up in the Nuggets order. They try to add some insurance in the top half of the 7th. Mehmet watches that one go by him for ball 2. Breaking ball misses for ball 3. Anderson having trouble throwing strikes out of the bullpen. Goes down to his first man, Mehmet, 3-0. Just got to throw a strike here, and he does just that. 3-1 now to Jacob Mehmet, who's 0 for 2. Ground out and a strikeout, though on his ground out he did drive one home, so an RBI for him in game 1 of 2 tonight. As again, it is a doubleheader right after this one. Join us for game 2 between the Docs and the Nuggets. Throw on to first in time to get Mehmet. In the meantime, though, Tobin moves to second. Second out in the inning brings up Peyton Anhorn, is 0 for 2 with a strikeout so far today. And we're going to have a substitution as coming in to hit for Anhorn. Peyton Calabro, his first at-bat here for Grants Pass in league play. Calabro takes ball 1. Good to see Calabro in the Nuggets uniform finally. A long-awaited debut here in league play. As he swings and fouls that one back. Calabro takes strike 2, 1-2 to him now. Peyton Calabro, a Grants Pass High caveman during the spring, graduating this past spring, a graduate of 2019. As he swings and misses there, so getting out of the inning is Anderson after he comes in relief of Stoffel. 3-1. The Docs have a hill to climb in the bottom of the 7th inning if they want a chance at this one. You're watching the Oregon-California Supply Game of the Week, powered by Les Schwab Tires on GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. New pitcher on the mound for the Grants Pass Nuggets here in the bottom of the 7th. Tyler Rund looking for the save against the Roseburg Doc Stewarts, as he is going to face Van Norman, Jacob Luther, and Caden Johnson, 891 for Tyler Rund in his first appearance in the league season for the Grants Pass Nuggets in 2019. Was key for the Nuggets last year, and now excited to see him on the mound this year for Grants Pass. He comes in relief of Cade King, who pitched 6 innings. He allowed 4 hits. 1 run came across. It was earned. He struck out 4 and walked 3. Should this lead hold, Cade King pitched well enough to be tonight's winning pitcher. It's up to Tyler Rund and the Grants Pass Nuggets to see if they can hold on to this 3-1 lead in the bottom of the 7th. The first man to get the rally started for the Docs is Luke Van Norman, who's 0 for 2, a strikeout and a groundout so far tonight. Tyler Rund, a good hard fastball, a nice changeup, and working with a slider as well. Doesn't have the big breaking curveball, but he does have the good hard slider. Tyler Rund starting out Van Norman. 1-0. Finds his own there with the fastball. For Tyler Rund, a Grants Pass High graduate of 2018, went to Yakima Community College as a freshman this past year. And he's going to get Van Norman swinging. First batter he faces out of the bullpen. Tyler Rund gets him on strikes. Brings up Jacob Luther. That one misses. 1-0 the count to the number 9 hitter in the lineup, Jacob Luther. 2 flyouts. He's 0 for 2 in this one. Rund finds the zone there, evens the count at 1. Struck out Van Norman to begin the inning. Has had a good tempo to him out of the bullpen so far. Again, coming in relief of Cade King, who pitched all 6 innings up to this point, as that pitch is fouled back behind the stands, behind home plate, and into the parking lot. On deck, behind Luther, is Caden Johnson, the leadoff hitter in the lineup for Roseburg. Is that one a slider didn't break enough, is going to come in and hit Luther. So a 1-out base runner for the Docs might get him going here in the bottom of the 7th. To the top of the order now for Roseburg, brings up Caden Johnson. Johnson is 1 for 2, a double in the first. He walked in the third and popped out in the 5th inning. Rund comes set. That fastball is high for ball 1 to Caden Johnson. Again, he did walk in the third. A good eye from Johnson. As Roseburg just needs base runners, as Johnson is the tying run at the plate. That one misses high as well. Both head coaches making moves to the bullpen in the 7th after 2 really good performances by both starting pitchers. Both found themselves in immediate trouble coming out of the bullpen, but were able to find their groove as Rund struck out the first guy he faced, Van Norman, walked the second. Now behind in the count, 2 balls and a strike to Caden Johnson. But Rund, a veteran pitcher, at least in American Legion, as he misses high there. He knows what he's doing out there on the mound. He's just got to throw strikes. One thing that Rund is good at. One downside to Tyler Rund would be with how many strikeouts he gets. His pitch count gets pretty high, and his innings can kind of drag on sometimes, but he gets the job done. 3 balls and a strike to Johnson. On deck is Spencer Six. A ground ball might end it. As Tyler Run needs to keep it low in the zone here. That one is low, but it ends up being a walk to Johnson. Tying run on base now for Roseburg. As it's going to be a meeting on the mound from Coach Sanford. I'd like to thank Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati for helping us with the PA system at home at Agnew Lytle Field. And of course, if you want to see all the improvements in the show that the Nuggets are going to put on tomorrow night, bring your kids out. It's Little League Kids Night, the home opener for the Grants Pass Nuggets. All kids who wear a hat or jersey are admitted free, and also get $1 off ice cream all night. Gates open at 5 p.m. For more info, visit gpnuggets.com. So we get right back into the action here. 2 runners on. Luther at second, Johnson at first. Spencer Six, the catcher, in the box now for the Docs. Takes that one, just misses. Run, got to not worry about that runner at second. He doesn't mean nearly as much as Johnson does at first. Johnson is the tying run. As that pitch is taken for strike one. Again, if you're just joining us, you picked a good time to tune in as Roseburg trying to come back in this 3-1 ball game. Tying run is at first, as neither team has scored since the second inning. It's been a pitcher's duel pretty much all night so far. Tyler Run gets the fastball past Six. 2 great starting pitching performances from Cade King and Jace Stoffel, respectively. One-two pitch from Tyler Rund. That one's taken just outside. Rund not thrilled with that call. It's been a small strike zone all night, but a consistent one, so you just got to work around it. 2-2. That one hit on the ground. Looked like it might have bounced off the foot of Six. So he takes a couple steps back into the box. 2-2 to Spencer Six still. He is 1 for 3. He singled in the 5th inning. That pitch hit hard to second base. Tobin, it bounces off his chest. Coming around to score. Luther scores from second. Moving up to third is Johnson. As that one skipped right past Sean Tobin, it's a 1-run ball game. Three to 2, Grants Pass still has the lead, but the tying run is at third. Official score on that is an error. So Six at first. Johnson at third. He's the tying run, and at the plate, Doran Gillespie. He struck out, grounded out, and walked so far, and takes ball 1 now. With 1 out in the inning, Tyler Rund looking for a ground ball or a strikeout here. And Sean Tobin would love to field that ground ball and make up for the error he committed here late in the ball game. 2-0 now to Gillespie. Tyler Rund switching baseballs, is maybe trying to find the new mojo out there as he's given up the 1 run already in this inning. It was unearned from the error from Sean Tobin. That one finds the zone. 2 balls and a strike now. A ground ball could end it, but Tyler Rund, the competitor he is, he wants a strikeout. He wants to work out of this himself, but he's got to get in the mindset of, you got a defense behind you. I know Sean Tobin Made the small error, but he fires in a strike there. Tyler Rund, though, he's got the game face on. 2-2 to Gillespie. Rund coming set with the 2-2. Kicks, fires, that pitch is fouled off. Stays alive at 2-2. Gillespie in the biggest at-bat of the ball game. A ball in the gap could end it. And a base hit will tie it. That one's popped up, out of play. Gillespie staying alive. And these are the battles you love to see when you come to these ball games. Two fierce competitors going at it in the biggest spot in the ball game. Gillespie and Rund, neither of them willing to back down here. As the tying run at third, winning run at first. Here in the bottom of the seventh in a 3-2 ball game. A breaking ball gets Gillespie looking. No reaction from Tyler Rund as he has got ice in his veins. Jonathan Stone now the last hope for the Docs. Tying run still at third. So not out of the woods yet. Jonathan Stone already has one RBI on the day. He's 1 for 3. As that one finds the zone for strike one. Run comes set with the 0-1. A breaking ball misses high. Jonathan Stone got a big swing. If it reminded you of any pro ball player with a big swing like that, it would almost be a right-handed Cody Bellinger. That one popped up in the air. It's high. Shallow center field. Bassendorf calls everyone off and makes the play for the final out of the game. A little bit maybe of a miscommunication in center, but it ends the game nonetheless. 3-2 the final here in game one. When we return, we'll get a short player of the game interview here after game 1 of 2 tonight. And we'll return with the Evergreen Federal Bank postgame show here on GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Welcome to the Evergreen Federal Bank postgame show here on GP Nuggets TV. We are done with one of two tonight here from Roseburg. The Grants Pass Nuggets take one against Roseburg here, 3-2 the final. As we look at the final line score for both of these teams. Grants Pass 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 3 runners on base for Roseburg. Let's tally this up. 2 runs on 5 hits. They committed 2 errors. And they left 8 runners on base in this game. The winning pitcher is Cade King for the Grants Pass Nuggets. He went 6 innings, allowing 4 hits. 1 run came across. It was earned. 4 strikeouts and 3 walks for him on the day. Losing pitcher, still a great performance, was Jace Stoffel of the Roseburg Dock Stewarts. He went 6 1/3 inning. 5 hits, no earned runs. All 3 runs that were scored were unearned against him. He struck out 8 and walked 3. Getting the save tonight for the Grants Pass Nuggets. It wasn't an easy one, but Tyler Runn came in and pitched the final inning. 1 run came across for him. It was unearned. He struck out 2 and walked 1 in the final inning of play. The only other guy to pitch tonight was for Roseburg. Austin Anderson came in and pitched the final 2/3 inning. Only notable for him was 1 strikeout through those final 2 outs of play. Notables for Grants Pass, obviously the winning pitcher, Cade King, having a great day. Tyler Rund also having a nice day at the plate. Going to try to grab a quick bite from him before Game 2 here, and if you stick with us, you'll be able to hear what Tyler Rund has to say in Game 2, as he went 1 for 3 with an RBI and came in for the save here in Roseburg. We're going to take one more break on the Evergreen Federal Bank postgame show here on GP Nuggets TV, and when we return, we'll wrap it all up for you and get set for Game 2 right here on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
All of your concrete supplies are available at Riverside Ready Mix Incorporated. Get everything from bolts to rebar. Ensure you have the quality supplies you need to get the job done. Get ready mixed concrete delivered right to your home or business. We have over 50 years of experience supplying quality concrete. Are you in need of a new septic or water tank? Call us for an appointment to take advantage of our exceptional precast septic and water tank sales. Call now.
Think about what it is that our clients need all the time. It doesn't make any difference if it's Monday through Friday or if it's on the weekends or late at night. You have to go the extra mile to do what it takes to keep our clients happy. And I truly believe that the culture of this bank is to do that. Because we're local, I think we have a great advantage in that we know and understand the culture of our community. And we can react quickly to the ever-changing needs of this community.
People's Bank, putting people first for over 20 years.
Welcome back to the Evergreen Federal Bank postgame show here on GP Nuggets TV. Before we send you on your way, we take a look at the Timber Country Coca-Cola standings here in Area 4, Grants Pass. They are 4-1 in league play, 6-6 overall this season, on top of the league. No update from Willamette Valley and Medford yet. Roseburg, they dropped to 3-2 in league play, 9-5 overall. Only other update we have so far is from Eugene. Actually, from Klamath Falls. Eugene beat Klamath Falls. They are 1-2 in league, 8-7 overall. Klamath Falls, they are now 0-5, 1-7 overall. No score from Willamette Valley and Medford quite yet. And when we get it, we'll update you, starting probably in Game 2. Again, this is a doubleheader tonight, and we'll be live on gpnuggets.com with Game 2 in about 20 to 30 minutes. Again, just a quick hiatus to let the players rest up and eat something. And once again, thank you to the Umpqua Lions Club here out of Roseburg, Oregon, hooking us up here in the middle of the game. Could not give enough props to Rick out of the Lions Club. And special thanks to those guys helping us feel at home on the road. And we'll get ready for Game 2 here in just a bit. Stick with us on gpnuggets.com. Once again, I'm Josh Eldridge, and we'll be right back at you in 15 minutes. 3-2 the final here in Game 1 between the Grants Pass Nuggets and the Roseburg Dock Stewarts. Stick with us for Game 2 in 15 minutes.